everyone, welcome back to Phonics in Action. Now in this episode we are leaping into two-sound vowel digraphs. Now these vowel digraphs have two sounds, and we have picked out the most important digraphs for us to cover in this session. I mean, they crop up in many words. Like in one study of 17,000 words, these two-sound digraphs, they were in 15% of the words that they counted. So they're definitely worth tackling today. So a definition. A quick reminder that the definition of a vowel digraph is two vowels together. Now, a two-sound vowel digraph has two different vowel sounds. The two-sound vowel digraphs we'll look at are these ones. So I'll just point to the chart. E-A, that makes the E and E. O-U, that makes the ow and oo. The double O makes oo and o. And the O-W makes ow and o. And the I-E makes I and E. And finally the E-I makes A and E. So for diagnostics, like if the students already know these digraphs, can we skip them? Well, you have to check to see whether they really do know the digraphs. And in the phonics check that we recommend, there is one made-up word, troob. Now, did your students make an error like trob? That's a sign that they may not be secure with two-sound vowel digraphs like double O. So you need to teach them. Another check you can do is straight up ask them to tell you the two sounds for each of the digraphs on this chart. Now, if they find some of those digraphs tricky, then you have to teach them. Now, what can go wrong? Well, nothing can go wrong. The main thing is to take it slowly. I mean, it's a bit harder to teach two sounds for each digraph, but I still think it's better to tell them about the two sounds straight up. My experience is that they're quite capable of learning this. Now, it may take a bit more practice, but they can do it, and it gives them a choice of sounds if one sound doesn't work in a word. Now, here are some possible mini lessons to show how to teach. Now, here's one, a lesson for the double O. So here we go. Hi everyone. Today we are studying this digraph, pointing to the O-O. It has two sounds. It's got the sound oo, as in zoo, and it's got the sound o, as in cook. Now you remember that in the old days that the English language had some sounds that were not in the Roman alphabet, so the scribes had to put two letters to make the English sound? Well, this is how vowel digraphs came into our writing. So look at the first column on the chart, and then the picture of the moon is a clue to the oo sound. So I'll show you, I'll read the words to you. To, boo, zoo, room, moon, food, tooth. Yeah, now let's look at the second column on the chart. Now look at where I point. Yeah, the picture of the cook is a clue to the o sound. Now I'll read the words. Cook, the ook, foot, wood, good, crook, crook. Now you know the two sounds that the vowel digraph makes. And a hot tip is, if you are not sure of the sound, first try the oo, as in boo. And if that doesn't sound right, try the o, as in cook. Now, can you think of a story title with some of the words? How about this title? She cooks good food. And can we make a poem with the two sounds of oo? Like, the moo in Spain fell mainly on the zoo. moo and zoo. The cook in Spain fell mainly on the book. Cook, book. Great job. Well done. Right, now we move to another lesson for the OU. Hi everyone. Today we are studying this digraph pattern. So pointing to the OU on the chart, it has two sounds. Oo, as in soup, and ow, as in mouse. Now in the first column, the picture of the soup, that's a clue to the oo sound. I mean, the word soup has oo in the middle. S-oop. Okay, I'll read the words. You, soup, group. Group. Now, the second column, the picture of the mouse is a clue to the ow sound of the digraph. I'll read the words. Out, house, mouse, shout. Now, here's a hot tip. If you are not sure of the sound, try the ow sound first, the ow in mouse, and if it doesn't sound right, try the oo sound in you. Now, can you think of a story title that has some of these words? How about this? The Mouse in the Soup. That's a good title. And can we make a poem with the two sounds of OU? The mouse in Spain fell mainly on the house. Mouse, house. The soup in Spain fell mainly on the group. Soup group. Great job. Well done. Now we're moving on to the OW vowel digraph. Hi everyone. Today we are studying this digraph. Pointing to the OW. It has two sounds. The ow as in cow, or it can be the o as in toe. And remember, a two-sound vowel digraph is two vowels together. I mean, they make two sounds. So let's do the first sound. In this column, the picture of the cow is a clue to the ow sound. So I'll read the words in this column. Right, here we go. Cow, how, now, down, clown, brown, growl. Now we'll do the second sound. That's in the second column. And the picture of the tow truck is a clue to the O sound. Okay, I'll read the words. Tow, mow, low, blow, crow, glow, throw. Now here's a hot tip. We use both the oo and the o sounds a lot, so if the first sound doesn't sound right, try the other one. So now, can you think of a story title that would have some of those words? Like, how about this? The tow truck and the clown. Tow, clown. That could be a great story. And can we make a poem with the two sounds of OW? Here's one. The cow in Spain fell mainly on the clown. Cow, clown. The crow in Spain fell mainly on the snow. Crow snow. Great job, well done. Right, now we're moving to the EA. It's got two sounds. Here we go. Hi everybody. Today we are studying this two-sound digraph. I'm pointing to the E and the A, EA on the chart. Yeah, it's got two sounds. It's got an E sound, like in leaf, and it's got an E sound, as in bread. Yeah, a two-sound vowel digraph is two vowels together, but they're making two sounds. Now, if you try the two sounds of EA, you'll be able to unlock nearly every word that's got EA in it. The only exceptions are the occasional ones. There's a word called break. It's got EA in it, but it's got a different sound. And there's another word called steak. and it's got a different sound. It's got the EA, but it's a different sound. I mean, there's always an exception to the rule. So let's do some practice. Looking at the first column, the picture of the leaf is a clue to the E sound. Now I'll read the words. T, C, beat, heat, clean, speak. Right, now we'll do the second sound. We're looking at the second column, and the picture of bread is a clue to this eh sound in these words. I'll read the words. Here we go. Ed, bread, dead, deaf, sweat, sweat. Yeah, did you notice the eh sound in these words? It often has the letter D after it, like in dead and bread. I mean, that's something to remember. And here is a hot tip. If you're not sure of the right sound, try one sound, like E as in eat, and if that doesn't sound like a real word, then try the other sound, eh as in bread. Now, can you think of a story title with some of the words? Like, how about this one? Tea and bread are good for the head. Tea, bread, head. Can we make a poem with the two sounds of E? The EA, the T in Spain fell mainly on the sea. T, C. The bread in Spain fell mainly on the head. Bread, head. Great job, well done. Now we're going to have a lesson on this sound, the IE. Yeah, writing this up now, the IE. Yeah, it's got two sounds. Now the first sound of IE is the I in pie, and the second sound is the E in thief. Now we'll do the first sound. Looking at column 1. Now the picture of the pie is a clue to the I sound. Now not many words have the letters IE at the end, but these ones do. Let's read them. Pie, die. Now the second sound, looking at this column, the picture of the thief is a clue to the E sound, thief, E. Let's read the words. Chief, thief, brief, grief. Grief, very good. Now, did you notice that most of the IE words, they end in a F sound, the F after it? So that's something to remember. And here's a hot tip. Try the E sound first when you're reading the word. And if it doesn't work, then try the I sound. Now, can you think of a story title with some of these words? How about this one? The thief and the pie. Now, that could make a very good story. A very interesting story. Now, can we make a poem with the two sounds of IE? Here we go. The thief in Spain fell mainly on the chief. Thief, chief. The pie in Spain fell mainly on the tie. Pie tie. Great job. Well done. Now, the final one. This is a lesson for the EI. It also has two sounds. So here we go. Hi, everyone. I'm pointing to the EI on this chart. This is another two-sound digraph. Now, it doesn't come up very much, maybe only 60 or so words, but when it does come up, it has either the A sound or the E sound. Now, here are the kinds of words that you might see when you read this. So here, looking at list 1, the IE makes an A sound. I'll read those words. 8, way, sleigh, vain, freight, neighbor. They've all got A. Now in list 2, it's the E sound. So the EI says E, and here's the words. I'll read them. Seize, receive, protein, either, caffeine. Now here's a hot tip. Try the A sound first and then try the E sound to see what the word is. And can you think of a story title with some of the words? Like, how about this title? My neighbor has 8 cats. Now, looking after 8 cats is an interesting story to write about, don't you think? And can we make a poem with the 2 sounds of EI? Here we go. The 8 in Spain fell mainly on the freight. The either in Spain fell mainly on the neither. Neither. Great job. Well done. Well, we're at the end. This is the conclusion. It's all finished. We've done all the 2 sound digraphs. They're all now covered. They are a challenge for students, and please give them a little clap for stepping up. The 2 sound vowel digraphs are tricky, but with practice, students will read them at speed and they'll just know them. They always have a backup strategy. Teach them that if one sound doesn't seem to work, try the other, and that'll make reading a lot easier for them. And flexibility, that's everything. Try one sound, try the other, and keep practicing those charts. That seems to work well as a learning strategy. So let's review the whole session. What did we do? Right, first, we explained the history of digraphs. Second, we explained how to check whether students need this teaching. We're using our diagnostics. Third, we explained how to teach 2 sound digraphs. 4, we explained the importance of using charts to practice and build speed. And 5, we tried to make it interesting for students. Knowing the 2 sound digraphs will take your students to a new level in reading. And if you're excited about teaching digraphs, they'll be excited too. We can be happy that we're moving them forward and helping them a lot. And have fun.